Welcome to Dan Brown's universe.
Last week I asked you to send me questions for a rapid-fire, lightning-round question-answering episode, and this week is that episode. Let's get cracking. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Why do letter U wear solid color t-shirts?
Because I don't want to have to make the decision in the morning as what to wear. It's easy.
How many items do you get to put on your wall from viewers a week?
2 weeks ago it was 4 items. The last week it was 4 items, and this week I got 13 things in one day.
Who killed Tupac?
No one, he's still alive.
Why was David wearing a dress in episode 8?
I don't know.
Who should be the president of the United States?
Barack Obama.
What university or college are you going to?
University of Nebraska at Lincoln.
Do you think you are cool?
At the risk of being conceited, yes.
Do other people think you're cool?
I think
What kind of laptop do you have?
I don't have anything.
Are you the guy who wrote the Da Vinci Code?
No.
If you came to London, England, and could meet our queen, what would you say to her and why?
I'd say, hello, Queen. It is a pleasure to meet you.
What do you think about Islam?
I don't know enough about Islam, but I think that it's cool. I'm cool with Islam.
Mac or PC?
Mac!
What do you think about racism?
It sucks.
Do you think that in the future aliens will take over the world?
Probably.
What is your favorite baseball team?
Detroit Tigers or Cleveland Indians.
Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
I don't drink pop, but I go with Coke.
You previously said you are not religious, but you said you go to church. Why is this?
My mom is a pastor at the church, and even though I do not necessarily subscribe to their beliefs, I feel a commitment to the community.
How did you get started to become famous on YouTube?
My Rubik's Cube video.
Where can you get a good quality pogo stick?
The internet.
What is your best time on the Rubik's Cube?
42 seconds.
Who is your hero?
You.
I know it. What type of editing software do you use?
iMovie.
What do you think about the war in Iraq?
It sucks.
What do you think about 9/11 concerning the theories versus the official story?
Okay, alright, 9/11 actually happened. It's not a government conspiracy, but what we can learn from conspiracy theories, I think there are nuggets of truth embedded in conspiracy theories, but I think that they're way blown out of proportion and ridiculous.
How do you get a YouTube award?
By making a good YouTube video and having people vote on it.
Will you make videos in college?
Yes.
Are you getting rid of Dan Brown Universe when you graduate?
No.
How long have you been able to solve a Rubik's Cube for?
A couple of years.
Toilets north of the equator flush counterclockwise, and toilets flush clockwise south of the equator. But how about the ones on the equator? Which way do they flush?
It's not true, actually. The toilets flush,
Whichever way they're programmed to.
Yeah, so you're wrong.
You're a dumbass. What is your view on steroids? In not only baseball, but in all sports.
Why would someone want to do that to their body?
Are you ever going to make videos on Pogobat's channel?
Yes.
Do you speak any other language than English?
Je parle un petit peu de français, mais je suis pas très bon.
Apples or oranges?
Oranges!
What's a good book you've read lately?
Audacity of Hope by Barack Obama.
What's your middle name?
I have 2. Daniel Scott Zaylor Brown.
Would you ever combine Oreos and burritos?
Probably not.
Where would you love to vacation?
Somewhere outside of the country, because I have not been outside of the country as much as I would like to be.
What do you doodle in the margins of your school papers?
Really ugly faces.
How would you handle a situation in which you had to film DBU blindfolded?
Don't know.
What will be the first thing you do when you become president?
It depends on when I become president and what the issues of the time are.
Where do you see yourself in about 10 or 20 years?
I can't see anything right now. I'm covering my eyes.
What do you think about advertising?
I think that advertising is fine.
Do you have a part-time job?
Not right now.
What is 1 plus 1?
2.
What was that pink thing in your closet?
That's a wool blanket.
What is your biggest fear? I.e. spiders, potato salads.
Needles.
What is your favorite song?
No alarms and no surprises by Radiohead.
What is the meaning of life?
42.
Do you play video games?
I play Guitar Hero.
What do you think about the Wii phenomenon?
I waited in line 14 hours a day. I came out to get one.
What is your opinion on zebras?
They're cool.
Yeah, they're awesome. If you could be any animal, what would you be?
Ooh, something that can fly. A peregrine falcon. They can go over 200 miles per hour in a dive.
How long do you play Guitar Hero before beating through the fire and the flames?
Well, I had Guitar Hero 2 the previous Christmas, so a year.
Yeah, but like how long was it after you bought the new one?
Like 2 days.
Do you believe dogs' mouths are cleaner than human mouths?
I've heard that somewhere, yes.
Who's your favorite YouTuber?
Probably Cute with Chris.
iPod or Zune?
iPod.
Google or Yahoo?
Google.
How many Rubik's Cubes do you own?
Probably like 8.
Facebook or MySpace?
I'll do MySpace this last year. Facebook.
Is that David, you know the general, your best friend?
He's a good friend.
How many siblings do you have?
2.
Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, what's your favorite?
Nintendo.
Do you really want to be president?
Someday, maybe. Yes, that'd be cool.
Do you think becoming well known through the internet will help you become the president?
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Dan Brown Universe or Pogobat?
Oh, subscribe to both of them.
If you were stranded on an island, what 3 things would you take?
I'd probably take my house, running water, and food.
Have you tried blind solving the Rubik Cube?
No.
Do you know who Throust is?
Yes.
And how do you compare your YouTube Rubik's tutorial to his YouTube tutorial?
I love Throust. I've never met him, but he seems like a cool guy, and I do not want to create any animosity between the two of us just because we have competing videos!
Who inspired the video burrito?
That's a long story. Keep going.
Will you ever run for president of the United States?
I do not know. I'm only 18.
How do you type with boxing gloves on?
I would use the thumbs.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Probably a couple.
What is your favorite color, Dan Brown?
Purple!
Are you and Addison friends again, or are you guys just neutral?
We're tight. We're just like, we had it was a dispute. But
Do you think that school uniform should be compulsory at schools?
I would hate it.
How do you define life?
Life is when something...
When a man loves a woman. Where do you put the 26 Easter eggs in episode 6?
They're in my pocket.
Was Lincoln, Nebraska the only place you have ever lived at?
No, Michigan and Ohio.
Do you believe that there is life on other planets?
Probably, in all likelihood.
Who do you think will win the presidential election?
Barack Obama!
Barack Obama! Have you ever been attacked by ninjas?
No, but I have been mugged.
How does it feel to be famous?
I wouldn't know.
Do you like burritos?
Yes.
Are you straight or gay?
I am a straight male.
He's gay.
I'm
What are
straight.
your favorite bands?
My favorite bands are like Radiohead, the Black Dahlia Murder, I don't know, System of a Down's pretty good, who am I forgetting? Primus, Buckethead, Mr. Bungle, right? That's pretty good. Skink.
If you could be a superhero, what powers would you want?
I put a lot of thought into this, and I know I would like telekinesis, because unlike the power of flight, you could fly too with telekinesis, you could hover, and you could like manipulate locks, and you could move. Telekinesis would be sweet.
If you could meet 3 people from the past, present, or somebody in the future, who would you like to meet?
I would probably choose a president from the future to tell me about all the things that are going to be happening in the future so I can prepare for them and invest in the right sort of stocks.
But you get 3 people.
The other 2, I'd probably go with the first person ever. And,
Quick.
my great.
Dan Brown, what is your favorite movie?
Probably Pulp Fiction. Little Miss Sunshine's pretty good too.
Do you realize how cool you are?
I'm not sure.
If you wanted to, how would you take over the world?
Well, I would probably try to make lots and lots of money and pay people to obey me.
Why don't chicken breasts have nipples?
Because chickens are birds. Birds are not mammals. And if you are not a mammal, I don't think you lactate. And
They don't nurse their young.
Yeah, they don't.
But they
nurse their
still
young.
have breasts because they have muscles there on their chest.
Yes.
Will you make more videos on the Pokobed channel?
Yes.
Are you wearing underwear?
Yes.
What do you do for fun other than make videos? Nothing.
No. Yeah, nothing.
What is your favorite way to eat a carrot? Are downloadable songs killing albums?
No, they're just changing the way that people buy albums.
What is your favorite animal?
Probably, I don't know, a llama or like a platypus.
Do you hate chainmail?
Yes.
How do you feel about male lactation? It's awesome if you're thirsty and you're a dude. That's how I feel about it.
I agree with him.
Do you have a pet?
Yes, 2. I have 2 dogs.
What will you do on your 100th episode?
I don't have any idea.
Sup?
Not much.
What is the significance of your YouTube username, Pogobat?
Okay, I used to be a huge fan. I still like the Aquabats, the band, and on their forums one time I made a username, and it was the first time I ever made the username Pogobat, and I just sort of, Pogo is pogo sticking, bat represents the Aquabat, and I just applied that to other things too.
Are you planning to write a book about anything?
Not right now, but maybe.
What's your favorite cartoon of all time?
I would probably say South Park.
If you had to kill one person in the world, or you would die yourself, who would you pick to kill?
Probably someone old and already decrepit and almost dead.
What do you think the most manly animal is?
An ostrich, because not only are they a bird that can't fly and like the fastest two-legged land animal, but I think they eat their own vomit.
Where do babies come from?
Ask your parents.
Are you the valedictorian?
No.
How long does it take to film one episode?
Probably a couple hours, and then a couple hours in.
Do you like toast?
Yes.
You only wear solid color shirts. Does this apply to other clothing items? Shorts, hats, jackets, underwear? It doesn't apply.
Well,
You're wearing plaid.
well, I'm wearing plaid, but the general principle of like no logo still kind of applies.
Who do you think will win a fight between Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris?
Bruce Lee.
Where do you stand on gay marriage?
I think that it should be okay.
Do you have any pet peeves?
Yes.
What made you decide to start vlogging?
I was bored.
How many emails do you get per day?
10,000.
Which weighs more, all the trains passing through Grand Central Station in one day, or all the trees cut down to make American money in 1 year?
Probably the trees.
Yeah, hippie. Have you ever been mistaken for Dan Brown, the author of the Da Vinci Code?
Yes, see previous questions.
What is your shoe size?
14.
If you were to see a UFO landing alone in the dark with nobody else near you, what would be the first thing you would do?
I would go closer to it and see what it was.
How do you eat Oreos?
Same way I eat carrots.
If you were the president, what would your first major act be?
It depends on when I'm president.
What is your opinion on Monsters Under Beds?
They're there.
What kind of burrito did you eat in your burrito video?
A chicken burrito from De Leon's.
What happened to the SpongeBob behind your wall?
I sent it to Sergio and he sent me this dragon in return.
If you had to give up one of your 5 senses, which one would it be?
Smell.
What states and or countries have you visited?
Many states. The only other country is Canada. I need to do better at that.
Which ones would you like to visit someday?
Every single one.
Do you think bass guitar is a real instrument?
Yes.
What do you think of the band Pink Floyd?
They're pretty good.
Do you like bananas?
Yes. No, lied. I don't like bananas.
Do you smoke or drink alcohol? Be honest.
No.
He really doesn't.
Honestly.
What is your favorite YouTube video?
Probably Food Fight. Look it up.
Do people recognize you on the streets?
Never.
Ewoks or Wookiees?
Depends on what you're going for. If you want someone to defend you, you definitely want to go with a Wookiee. But if you want someone to like be a
I don't
snuggly
know.
friend,
Ewoks are pretty good at defending.
dude, but a Wookiee's
they kill
more
so
intense.
many friggin' stormtroopers
But like,
with they logs.
so did Chewbacca. Chewbacca was there too, and he kind of owned their faces too.
Yeah, I guess the Wookiees are probably tougher.
Wookiees
But
are
the
tougher.
Ewoks have the
Not to say that Ewoks aren't tough, but
they got the heart of a champion.
Right. I mean, so it just depends on. And right now,
Ewoks are pretty tough, so you could do okay. Plus, you get more love.
I'd probably go with an Ewok.
You
right
probably
now.
get more chicks if you were friends with a Wookiee.
I would-
Although maybe he'd just steal the chicks from you.
I would go with Ewok right now because I don't feel like I need that much defense right now. But if I did need defense, an Ewok could still do the trick.
That's right.
Is that it? Is that the last question?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh my god. I got a crap ton of stuff for my wall this week.
This is from Michael in Colorado.
This is from Roger in California.
This is from Sam in New Jersey.
This is from Kara in Seattle.
This is from Will in Alabama. This is from Justin in Virginia.
This is from Nakai in Ohio.
These are a bunch of triangles from Jacob in Iowa. This is from Robin in Michigan. These are from Jen in the UK.
International mail, yeah.
This is from Lacey in Texas.
Yeah.
These are from Alexandra in Minnesota. And finally, last, but certainly not least, seriously, certainly not least, is this from Amanda in Washington. Wow, this wall is suddenly a hell of a lot more busy. But that's good. If you have something you want to send to me, So please send it to Dan Brown, P.O. Box 67054, Lincoln, Nebraska 68506. That's it for this week's show. Next week, there's not going to be an episode. I'm going to take a week off. And see you guys later.
I am Dan Brown. I am Dan Brown. I am Dan Brown, the gorilla man. I am Dan Brown. I am Dan Brown. I am Dan Brown, the gorilla man. I am Dan Brown. I am Dan Brown. I am Dan Brown. I am the gorilla. I am Dan Brown. I am Dan Brown. Gorilla Dan Brown. I am gorilla. I am gorilla. Gorilla Dan Brown. Gorilla Dan Brown. That's who I am. Gorilla Dan Brown. I am gorilla. Gorilla Dan Brown. Gorilla Dan Brown. Gorilla Dan Brown. I am gorilla. Gorilla Dan Brown. Gorilla, 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 Dan Brown. I am gorilla, I am gorilla, I am gorilla, gorilla, Dan Brown. I am gorilla, I am gorilla, I am gorilla, gorilla, Dan Brown. I am gorilla, I am gorilla, I am gorilla, gorilla, Dan Brown. I am gorilla, I am